welcome to a new vlog. It's Saturday today, so I haven't filmed for a few days. But today we went mushroom picking with some friends. I don't know if you're allowed to do that everywhere in the world, probably not. But in Sweden, where I live, we have this law. It's like one of our fundamental laws called allemansrätten, which translates to like every man's right. And it basically means that you are allowed to just go into the forest. You don't have to care about like who owns the land. Is it private land or is it like owned by the state or whatever? You can just go there and pick mushrooms and berries. You can even like stay in a tent without asking for permission from like the landowner or anything like that. So we went today with some friends looking for mushrooms, and yeah, we didn't find like crazy amounts. Also, like it was another couple, and both me and the other girl were both pregnant, so we were like, yeah, we're not gonna overdo it. We're gonna take it easy. So we picked some mushrooms. We were basically primarily looking for chanterelles, which is this little guy right here. We found, pretty good amount. Also found some of these. I don't know what these are called in English. Koljohansvamp. So they went home because both me and the other girl, we needed to rest. Pregnancy life, we needed to sleep a little bit after like going through the forest for a bit. And it was really nice. We brought like, some sandwiches, and we had those in the forest and stuff like that. And I really want to like give these kinds of values to Iris as well. She and Simon was with us, obviously. Because I feel like a lot of people that grow up in Sweden, you grow up with the values of like nature. We spend a lot of time in nature. And I think that is a lot thanks to this law that you're allowed to. You can go out and pick blueberries if you want to. It's okay. Or like mushrooms or whatever. You can, like I said, you can put up a tent for a night on somebody else's land and nobody can say anything about it because it's the law. So I really want her to have that as well, from like a young age, that we spend time in nature. That's what we do, and we spend a lot of time outdoors in the winter, when we go skiing and snowmobiling and stuff like that. That's where we grew up. But I also want to be more like we do it in the summer as well. We spend time in nature. That's what we do. So we went mushroom picking, and then we both took a nap. And now our friends are coming back over because we are gonna clean these bad boys. That's what I was trying to do now. And then we're gonna make some mushroom toast for dinner today, and then we're gonna play some board games, have some snacks. It's gonna be like a really chill but nice evening, I think. So I'm really looking forward to that. And yeah, I'm gonna keep cleaning these mushrooms. I was starting to, but I felt like I couldn't focus because I was talking to you. So I'm gonna do it now. And I don't know if I'm gonna film anything else today. We'll see if I just do like a little clip of us playing board games or something. Otherwise, I will see you later. I do have some knitting updates to share with you. So that's exciting, but I will do that in a little bit because I do have a new cast on that I'm excited about. So I will show that to you the next time I sit down to knit, which is not right now. Now I'm cleaning mushrooms. And then I'm eating mushrooms. And then I'm playing board games. So yeah, probably tomorrow. asleep and Simon is away, and I am here frogging my next design idea. So I frogged back to as far as I think the increases are working, which is basically the entire thing. And I'm now gonna flip through this and see if it will help me and do some more math and try to figure it out. See how it goes. But this is what I have so far. So we have some ribbing, then it goes into this slip stitch color work thing. It has short rows that I put in the collar actually. I messed up the join, so it looks a little bit messy right there, but I'll live with that. Because I didn't want the short rows to be here. I felt like it looked better to have them in the collar, so that's what I did. So now I'm gonna try to work out my increase situation. Good morning, it's Monday today, and I just woke up. I didn't film that much this weekend, so I thought this day would be part of the weekend, part of the vlog, and then I'll start another one. It's like 10 a.m. and I just woke up. Simon took Iris to preschool this morning, and she's spending like all day there, or basically not all day, but she's doing the morning, the lunch, and the rest. So that is a big chunk of the day. We will probably go get her at like 1 or something like that, 1 o'clock or 2, like 1:30 or something like that. Depends on when she wakes up from her rest. And yeah, so Simon let me sleep in. And I slept till 10 a.m. So I guess I needed that. We usually get up around, like, if we sleep past 7, that's a good night. Iris usually wakes up at like 6:30 or something like that. So we usually get up at 7. So I'm very happy that I have been sleeping until now, because my body probably needed it. But I don't know where Simon is. Like, I woke up and he's not here. But the weather is very nice, so I'm guessing he's out like running or playing disc golf. Yeah, I'm gonna call him later after this and just be like, hey, where are you? Should I be worried or are you okay? I thought before I do my like breakfast that I would show you my knitting, because I do have some knitting to show you. So I finished the Sunday suit. I don't have it here. It doesn't have buttons yet. I thought I would leave that and I will bring that to knit night on Thursday and do the buttons there, because that's something that I usually do. I bring things I don't really want to knit or do to knit night, because then I'm enjoying the time anyway. So I'm like, I can sew on buttons, I don't care. So I'll probably bring that to knit night on Thursday. But I have this new cast on right here that I thought I'd show you. This is a tiny little anchor suit. And it's so small. It's so cute. This is what I have. So I did the yoke. And I have split for sleeves, but I've done like 2 rounds after that. So you can't really see it. But I did split for sleeves, and I am now doing the stockinette section, which is the body. You can see there. This is tiny if you compare it to the Sunday suit that I just did, because this is a gift knit for a friend that's having a baby, and I thought it would be nicer if it's actually fitting the baby this winter. So it's tiny. I'm knitting it in Knitting for Olives merino in the color burnt orange. I'm holding this one like single-stranded, because with the Sunday suit that I've been showing you, I held it double to make it denser for Iris, but this will be for like a baby, a newborn. So I'm guessing that newborn will be kind of stationary in a stroller. with like blankets and stuff, so it doesn't need to be as dense. And the one that I made for Iris when she was that age was also single-stranded, and that was fine. But that was with Sunday from Sundance Garden, I think. But Iris is a little bit bigger. She's gonna be running around, so I want her to like stay warm, because she's not gonna be under a blanket or anything, because she's not gonna sit still. So I'm doing it single-stranded, which means my gauge is off. I do not, for the life of me, know how I will ever get to the gauge to like 28 stitches, because I'm knitting this with like a fingering weight yarn on 2mm needles, and I still don't get like close to 28 stitches. I think this is 24 or 25. I haven't recounted. I actually did a swatch and was like, I'm never gonna get to 28 stitches, and I am not gonna go down any further because I feel like 2mm is a limit. So I went for the smallest size because it is gonna be a little bit bigger probably, and I'm just gonna follow all the instructions for the smallest size, and it will probably fit this winter. I hope. It might be like 2 to 3 months instead of 0 to 2 months, which is fine. So I have finished the yoke, and yeah, I'm excited about this, and this color makes my heart happy. It looks a little bit more brown here. That's more like true color. It's the perfect shade of rust, and I feel like I want a sweater for myself in this color. I love orange. It's my favorite color. So that's the new cast on that I had to show you. And then yesterday, I think I filmed a tiny clip of me starting to frog that sweater that I had knit for myself. It's a new design I'm working on, and I had knit the entire yoke and like a few centimeters on the body, and I frogged all the way back to basically a few centimeters below the collar, because that's what the design needed, because it was not good. So that was not very fun. But yeah, I dropped it. Lives in this little paper bag at the moment. Like all my knitting supplies are a mess since we like cleared out the extra room for Iris. All my knitting supplies are like tucked under Simon's computer station thing, and they're in like tote bags or like paper bags, or like they're a mess. So this week I will finally get around to it and put cabinets on, put doors on the cabinet that is now going to be my knitting supplies, or like my knitting area, because I have the doors, I just need to take the time. So I'm gonna do that this week, so I can like go through and sort my knitting supplies and put them away nicely, because now I can't find anything because it's all just in tote bags like this. This is like at the moment it's a project bag for the anchors that I just showed you by Petite Knit. It also holds another project bag. It also has like my needles, my knitting journal, some more needles. It just has some yarn. It's a mess, and I can't find anything. So I will try to do that this week. So this project lives in this little paper bag, which is not ideal, but you know. I'm gonna show it to you. I did frog it all the way back to, I kept the collar, and I frogged all the way back to the beginning of that section right there. And then I did all the math and all the thinking. And I have now, I'm gonna show you what I have done so far. I have changed the placement of the increase rounds, and I have changed the rate of the increases, and so far it's fitting a lot better. So fingers crossed. I'm so afraid now that I'm gonna mess it up, because I'm like, still fits okay, it still fits good, and then I do another increase round and I'm like, is it fine, is it okay? But this is as far as I got last night. So I frogged back to there, and now I have knit another brown section, another, this is really blowing out the camera, I'm sorry. Another like of the stripy blue section, another brown section, and I'm now doing the last, I think, blue section. And I think after that blue section, I will do the last increase round. And then I'm going to be done. And it's not going to be a lot of increases. I think, I don't know if, I must have messed up my calculations the first time, because I think I might have, when I do all the increases for this one now, I think I might end up with like almost 100 stitches less than the first time. So I think that might have been a part of the problem, that I'm like knitting a size that actually fits me now, and I was just knitting a size that was not meant for my body before. But also I like the placement a lot better. It fits, it looks better on the body, because before I had an increase round between every blue section. I don't now. Instead I added an extra round of like the brown between the sections, so that I could actually fit 2 rounds of increases right here instead of 1 here and 1 here, because this is a part of the body where your body grows like a lot from this circumference. If you think about it, like you start here on a kind of small circumference for your body, but then your body changes drastically in circumference on this section. So I felt like the increases needed to happen faster up here. And it looks good, I think. So I'm gonna try. My goal is to have the yoke of this finished before Thursday, and then I'm gonna bring it to knit night and work on the body there, because that will just be plain stockinette. That's my goal. We'll see. But this is like all the yarn that I frogged, and I am lazy, so I am now working it in noodle yarn because I can't find it in me. After spending a lot of time frogging and rewinding that yarn into balls, I just did like one giant ball. I was like, I'm not gonna take the time and wash this, because I just want to start knitting now. Get to it. So I didn't wash it, so I'm doing it in noodle yarn. That's fine. So far so good. And this time, I didn't do it last time. I don't know why, because I know that this is a thing for me, for most people, but for me specifically. This time I will change to a smaller needle when I get past the blue like colorwork section to match my gauge, because I do know that my gauge for like single stranded knitting is looser than my gauge when I'm knitting with 2 colors, which is, like I said, a thing for a lot of people. And I know that it's a thing for me because I have done stranded colorwork before, and I had to change needle to match the gauge. I just don't know why I didn't do it for this one. So I'm gonna do that this time to try to make sure that the gauge for the rest of the yoke part that doesn't have the stripy things and the body is the same as the part with the stripy things, so that it looks good. Yeah. Now I'm gonna do some breakfast, and after that I think I might treat myself to some knitting time. There are things to do around the house. There are books I need to package. There are laundry to be folded. Probably dishes to do and all of that jazz. But I feel like I had a really nice sleep in this morning. So I'm just gonna treat myself to some knitting time, I think. So me and Iris just made dinner. It's in the oven, and I tidied up the kitchen and all of that. There's laundry here. There's always laundry there. That is not because I don't fold it. That is because I don't stop doing laundry, I think. I think that's life with kids, though. You just, like, the laundry, it never stops. There's just more of it all the time. I feel like you're too low. I'm gonna put you a little bit higher. So there's laundry here that I will fold later. I'm sorry if you hear crinkling. I burnt my hand on the oven, so I've got like frozen peas on it at the moment. So So I'm sorry if you can hear that. Probably can. So we did the dinner. It's in the oven. We're gonna eat in like 30 minutes. Simon and Iris, they went to a playground, and I feel like I'm gonna take these 30 minutes and just sit down for a while. But I wanted to show you because I actually did something fun today. I added the doors to my now cabinet. That will be my knitting cabinet. I added the doors and I was like, now I'm gonna sort through my entire stash and knitting supplies and all of that and organize it and put it there. And then I was like, or I could just sit down for a little bit. So I listened to my body and I took a little break. So I will probably sort through the supplies tomorrow or tonight instead, depending on how I feel. Simon is working the night shift again, so he is gonna go to work in like 2-3 hours or something like that. Will just be me and Iris for the night. Yeah, that's life at the moment. And preschool today went so nice. It went really well. Like, she ate lunch there, she slept, and it went really well. So tomorrow she's gonna stay for like the afternoon snack as well. And then we're almost up to like her full hours, because tomorrow we're gonna leave her at like 8:30 and pick her up at like 14:30-ish. And her like full schedule is 8 to 15 Monday through Thursday. So we're almost there, and it feels really good. She loves it. Like, in the car on the way home, she's like, more preschool, which is adorable. And she's so happy when you go get her. She's like, Mom, comes running and super happy. And they send pictures during the day of like activities they're doing, and she looks so happy. So I'm so pleased so far. I am very glad that we like went with our gut feeling and switched to preschools. It's important because I talked to my sister about this the other day. It's like, you leave the most important thing you have with them. Like, Iris is the most important thing I have, and I trust them with her like every day almost, and it's important that it feels good to me and to Iris and to them. So yeah, I'm really happy that we actually took that decision and switched, because this feels a lot better already, and it's not even been 2 weeks yet, so fingers crossed. But yeah, I thought I would show you my cabinet. I'm gonna put my piece away. Oh, I did that stupid thing, you know, when you open the oven, there's always like a lot of steam coming out, and you learn that, so you wait for the steam to go away and then you do whatever you were gonna do in the oven. But this time I wasn't. I was just gonna poke there's like a pancake in there, so I was just gonna poke it. And I never learned, apparently. So I opened it, and while the steam was coming out, I put my hand in there, so I got like, yeah, you get it. It hurts. I will show you the cabinet now. So here it is. This is not supposed to be here. There's books behind that, because this used to be my Harry Potter shelf, so those books used to be here. So I will need to like figure out where those books and all of my Harry Potter books over there, where they're gonna live. But after that, this will be my knitting cabinet. And I am scared that it's not big enough, but this is what I have to work with. So it will just have to be big enough, basically. There are like an option to put little handles on the doors. I didn't do that because I feel like it's a little more baby proof when there's no handles. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. But like, this situation, my bookshelf used to be super organized and everything, and this is a mess. I don't like this, like books at the top, but that happened because these shelves needed to be for toys, which is also why there are books everywhere like this, which I do not like at all. I don't like that either. And that's like, there are books everywhere that are not supposed to be there. This all these little things that are just there because they don't fit anywhere else doesn't make me happy. So now I need to figure out how to put an entire shelf of Harry Potter books somewhere here. Because these two shelves are still gonna be toys. Because they're so low that if I put books there, Iris or her coming sibling will just, you know, pull them out. So yeah, that needs to be sorted as well. I will add it to the to-do list. So I'm gonna go through my stash. It's, like I told you, in like tote bags and just bags. It's a mess. You can't find anything over there. Part of it is also over here. And yeah, it's just a mess. So I'm gonna go through that, sort through, and try to fit everything in my new cabinet. Remove the Harry Potter books, see where they're gonna live. Yeah, that's the plan. I'm also watching the semi-final of the Women's World Cup between Sweden and Spain. Fingers crossed Sweden win. So I'm gonna try to go through my stash while I watch football. So I have pulled everything out and gone through most of it. I have these things to go through and these things to go through. And after that, I'm gonna try to figure out how to fit it into that cabinet right there. Again, with the laundry. This is new laundry again that needs to be folded. And honestly, I thought I'd show you my stash because it's not that big. Look, this is my entire yarn stash right here. And like, if you don't count the yarn that is like in active project bags right now, or like when I finish a sweater, if I have a full skein left of that yarn, I put it in a plastic Ziploc bag thing that I keep in my wardrobe for mending, so that if that sweater ever breaks or I need to like lengthen it or whatever, I have a full skein of that same dye lot saved. So that's like, I don't count that yarn as my stash. That's for like maintaining my knitwear, making them last longer. So this is basically my entire stash. I think I have like one sweater's quantity of yarn because I bought a lot of yarn that I was going to use for a Shifty by Andrea Mowry that I never made because I didn't like how the yarn fit for that project. So I don't think this could probably be a sweater because this is like 2,000 meters of yarn, but I don't like working with that yarn, and I already knit a sweater with that yarn that I never use because I don't like it. But I don't think I have any sweater quantities, which feels strange and scary because sweaters is what I knit. So I might need to remedy that. Yeah, this is my entire stash right here. Not that big. It's mostly scraps or like leftover balls of yarn that I don't know what I'm gonna do with. So we'll see. But I'm gonna go through the last pile and then I'm gonna try to fit them into my cabinet. I have basically no storage left on my phone, so I'll show you quickly. But these are all my like project bags. These are all my yarns. These are all my knitting supplies, so like my knitting needles, some scrap yarn, all of my like buttons and notions and stuff are in there. And the yarns are like, here are some hand dyed. Here are a lot of like single scrap, not complete skeins that I don't know what to do with. And in this box, there is like all the yarn that I have full skeins of, but that are left over from different projects and I don't really know what to do with. So yeah, made it work. I think I'm gonna get some kind of like thing here that I can put all the needles and stuff in so that it looks a little bit neater. But I I'm happy with this because I actually fit everything in the cabinet. And you just close it. And it looks really tidy. I like it. And this used to be my yarn basket. I love it. I got it secondhand for like nothing. We're going to use this as of right now for like blankets and stuff. It's gonna live under there in the corner so that this corner looks a little neater. But yeah, I am looking forward to the day that this can actually be a yarn basket again. Hello, I am knitting away. I finished the yoke of this sweater design. I thought I'd show you because I still am not sure. It looks better though on camera than when I think about it. I think I might have figured out the increases. This color is not really showing off. The blue is a lot more tropical in real life. I changed the increases. I have split for sleeves, so I've done like 2 rows. And I like how it fits around the, like, I'm sorry, I'm not looking at you, I'm looking at the sweater. I like how it fits around like the body, but now I'm scared there might be too much fabric here in the sleeve. Maybe not. Maybe it'll be fine when I actually knit the body and the sleeve. I'm just scared now because I feel like there's a lot of fabric here. I did give this like a super quick steam block just to like smooth it out, make it relax a little bit. But what I'm thinking, because I've done like 2 rows on the body and I just finished a skein, so I'm thinking instead of joining a new one, maybe I do a sleeve, because I don't really want to be in the position where I have knit the entire body. This is going to be cropped. At least this sample is going to be cropped. But I don't want to knit the entire body just to have to rip it out because the increases to the sleeves are not correct. Or like, yeah, I like the ease and everything. I'm just not sure. Maybe the ease for the sleeve is too big. I don't know. I think I am gonna cast on one of the sleeves just to see how it actually fits me when I knit it. So I think I'm gonna do a sleeve now just to see where I'm at. Because when I look at it in the camera, I kind of like it. But when it's also a little bunched up here. But you know, it's not like I haven't picked up the stitches or anything, so there's a lot gonna happen. A lot's going to happen. You need some fabric here because you need to be able to like move your arms. So yeah, I think I'm gonna actually do a sleeve just to see where I'm at. But I do like the fit a lot more now compared to the first version I made, which was just not right. So yeah, this is what I have so far of the sample. You can kind of, since the screen ends here, you can kind of like see how it's gonna look. I have already planned like a second sample because I really want a navy one with white stripes. And the stripes aren't really stripes. I've showed you before. It's like a slipped stitch pattern thing. I'm just scared that this looks a little balloony. Could also be like that it's on stitch markers, because when I do the math, we should be all good. But like, I did the math the first time as well, and that was not good. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do sleeve just to get an idea of how it actually fits me. I think if I get like this far on the sleeve, I will know, and then I don't have to finish the sleeve if I don't want to. But yeah, if I do like finish the sleeve, I could get started on the pattern earlier, because the body I already know what I want to do with. I don't really have to knit that. I'm also thinking, like, do I do a sleeve that's one colored all the way down, or do I put one of these colorwork stripy things right before the hem? No, the hem is on the body, the cuff. Would that look cool? I don't know. Decisions. But first, I would just wanted to show this to you. This is what I have so far. I'm a lot happier with it now because now it actually looks kind of the way I wanted it to. Now I love these two colors together. Like I told you, the camera's not really picking up the blue. The blue is a lot more tropical. But I really do like the brown and the blue. But I really want a navy with white stripes. So I might pick up yarn for that tomorrow because I am going to the yarn store to get something else. We'll see. But I think I'm gonna do a sleeve now, just to like calm myself with the fit. But when I do like this, and like I actually smooth it out and everything, I think we could be there. I think it could be okay. We'll see. I'm gonna do a sleeve. But I also wanted to say that I'm gonna end this vlog here because it's already Wednesday and I haven't vlogged anything else today, I think. And tomorrow I'm gonna go to the yarn store, I'm gonna go to knit night. So I thought I would start a new vlog tomorrow. And this one is gonna be so long. And I haven't vlogged for a few days, so I should have ended this sooner. But I wanted to finish the yoke of this so I could actually show you, since I've talked about it in this vlog. But this is what we have. This is the idea. I hope you enjoy these vlogs. I enjoy making them, even if I do seem tired in most of them. I am tired. I have a toddler at home and I am pregnant and there's, you know, things to do. Life goes on. So I am tired, but I do enjoy these videos. So I hope you do as well. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Hope you have a great day and I will see you when I see you.